Welcome back, students. We are discussing about the matrix theory. Today we are going to start on operations on matrix. I think we are already know the general definition of a matrix, where it is represented as A is equal to Aij of an order m cross n, I taking the values 1, 2, 3, etc., m rows, and j taking the values 1, 2, 3, etc., n columns. So this is a general definition of matrix theory. Let us discuss today, today's class, let us discuss about the operations, operations on matrices. What is the first thing that we need to know is scalar multiplication. Scalar multiplication of a matrix. What do you mean by that? Consider any constant k. If you multiply this constant k to a matrix A, then what do we get? A is equal to k into Aij is what? Scalar multiplication of a matrix. So, for example, consider a matrix A is equal to 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, which is of the order 2 column and 2 rows and 3 column. Then if you multiply the matrix A by a scalar quantity, let us assume that you are multiplying by 3A, a number 3, then what happens? 3 into 1, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Then the resultant matrix will be 3 into 1, 3, 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, and 3 1s are 3. So this is called scalar multiplication of a matrix. And let us discuss about the properties of scalar multiplication. The first property of scalar multiplication is k into, if you consider two matrices k into A plus B, then the resultant matrices will be Ka plus Kb, where A is a matrix of order n by n, m into n, and B is also a matrix of m and n. So that is, if you are multiplying the scalar quantity for a addition of two matrices, then the resultant will be Ka plus Kb. Similarly, if you are considering two scalar quantity k plus l multiplied by a matrix A, then what will be the resultant? It will be k into A plus k into B, k into l into A. So this is also a second property of additional multiplication of a matrix by a scalar quantity k. Right? Let us look at the second operation, which is addition of two matrices. Addition of two matrices. Let us consider two matrices, like A is a matrix of Aij of order m cross n, and B is a matrix of Bij m cross n. Then if you add both the matrices, then the resultant will be your A plus B. For example, let us consider two matrices, order should be the same. Let us consider a matrix A, example, a matrix of 2, 4, 3, 8 of order 2 by 2, and B is a matrix of order again 2 by 2, 4, 1, 6, 3. Then if we add both the matrices 2 by 2, if you add both the matrices, then the resultant matrix will be 2 plus 4, 4 plus 1, 3 plus 6 and 3 plus 8, which will be 6, 5, 9 and 11. This is your resultant matrix A plus B. And it has got also, addition of the matrices has got some properties. Let us discuss about the properties that which it going to hold. The first property is commutative law. That is, what commutative law says, if you are considering two matrices A and B, then A plus B should be equal to B plus A. This commutative law always holds good when it comes to operation of matrix, addition of matrices. Second property, what is the property of second is associative law. Associative law is A into A plus B plus C should be always equal to A plus B plus C. This is also holds good when it comes to addition of matrices. And the third one is, what is the third property of this additional of matrices is existence of additive identity. Existence of additive identity. What do you mean by that? Consider a matrix of order m by n and also consider the same null matrix of the same order. When you are adding 0 plus A, it should be always equal to A, where 0 is a null matrix and A is a matrix of order m by n, then it is called, this kind of a property is called additive identity of a matrix. And similarly, there is a fourth property which is called existence of additive inverse. Existence of additive inverse. What is additive inverse? Consider two matrices. One is a matrix and another matrix is a matrix which is multiplied by a negative sign, which is a negative of A. Then it should be equal to minus A plus A, which is equal to 0, a resultant null matrix. In this property, minus A is called the existence of additive inverse for the matrix A. So, this is the sum of the properties of addition of two matrices. In matrix theory, when you are solving the problems, we find it very interesting is what multiplication of matrices. Which is, when you are solving the problems of multiplication of any two matrices, then it is very important to understand how do we multiply two matrices. Please understand, when you are taking a matrix of m by n, if it is multiplied by B, which is a matrix of n into m, this is the important note that you have to follow, that A is a matrix which has got an element Aij of m cross n order, and B is a matrix of Bij of order n cross m. When you are multiplying the two matrices, please understand the rows of the first matrix should always be equal to the column of the second matrix. The resultant of A cross B will always be a square matrix m by n, which is AB of a matrix m by n, where these two will get merged with the resultant matrix. Let us understand this by doing one simple problem. How do we multiply the elements of the two different matrices? I will take one example from the textbook. Let us solve the example problem, which is very easy to understand, the multiplication of matrix. Two, 5, 8, 10, and the other matrix is 4 into 40, 4 and 40. These two are matrices, we will call it as A and B, and see the order of the matrix. The first one is 2 cross 2 and the second one is 2 rows and single column. When we multiply these two matrices, then the A cross B, a resultant matrix, will be of order 2 by 1. Let us slowly understand how do we multiply this particular matrix. So it is 2, 5, 8 and 10 multiplied by 4 and 40. Now imagine we should get 2 into 1, 2 elements which is of 2 rows and 1 column. Let us take this particular first row and overlap it on the first column of the second matrix. So what do we get? It is 2 into 4 plus 5 into 40. This is the first element of the resultant matrix, and if you take the second row and overlap it again on the column of the second matrix, what do we get? 8 into 4 plus 10 into 40. So the resultant matrix will be of an order 2 cross 1, 2 rows and 1 column. It is 2 into 8 is 8 into 8 fours are 20, 200. 208 and 8 fours are 8. This is the resultant matrix of a two multiplication matrices A and B. We will do more problems when it comes to the exercises on multiplication of matrices. We will also study the properties of multiplication, properties of multiplication of two matrices. What it says, same like in addition, addition of two matrices. Similarly, we do have three properties which is really holds good when it comes to multiplication of two matrices. Let us see what is the first is associative law, and probably we get a lot of problems on this associative law when we solve problems in exercises of multiplication of matrix. When you have two matrices which is multiplied by another one, SC matrix, then we have a associative law which holds good. That is, AB into C is also A into BC. This is the first law of property of matrix multiplication, and the second one is distributive law. Distributive law of two or more matrices, which says A into B plus C always equal to AB plus AC. Similarly, A plus B into C should be equal to AC plus BC. This also holds good when we are doing a multiplication of two or three more matrices. And the last one is existence of multiple identity. Existence of multiplication identity. What is that? Which is when you multiply a matrix by an identity matrix, and it is identity matrix is multiplied by a matrix, it should be equal to the same matrix. So this is called an identity of a multiplication of a existence, or existence of a multiplication identity. So this is what the kind of introduction that we have gone through operation on matrix. Like you can add two matrices, you can subtract two matrices, you can multiply a scalar quantity to a matrix, and multiplication of the two matrices. Let us straight away go to the exercise part of matrix theory, and we'll solve problems one by one. The first problem, I am just referring to the exercise 3.2. Exercise 3.2 from the textbook, prescribed textbook. The first problem we will going to take it is, let A be 2, 4, let A be equal to 2, 4, 3, 2, and B be equal to 1, 3 minus 2, 5, 1, 3 minus 2, 5, and C be equal to minus 2, 5, 3, 4, minus 2, 4, 3, 4. Yeah, what do we need to do is find each of the following. First is A plus B. We need to find A plus B. A is given, which is 2, 4, 3, 2, and we need to add with B 1, 3 minus 2, 5. What will be the resultant matrix? 2 plus 1 is 3, 7, 3, 3 minus 2 is 1, and 2 plus 5 is 7. This is the resultant matrix of A plus B. What do we have to do? The second, let me check. Yeah, second we need to do A minus B. A minus B, which is subtracting A and B. So let us take A minus B is equal to A is 2, 4, 3, 2 minus 1, 3 minus 2, 5. So 2 minus 1 is 1, 4 minus 3 is 1. 3 minus of minus 2 plus agata 5, and 2 minus of 5 is minus 3. This is the resultant matrix for A minus B. And the third one is 3A minus C. 3A minus C. Let us see this. We have to multiply by a scalar quantity 3 to a matrix A, 2, 4, 3, 2. And subtract it with C, which is minus 2, 5, 3 and 4. 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12, 3 3s are 9, and 3 2s are 6. Should be subtracted with minus 2, 5, 3 and 4. What will be the resultant matrix? 6 minus of minus 2 is 8. 12 minus of 5 is 7, 9 minus of 3 is 6, and 6 minus of 4 is 2. This is your resultant matrix when you are considering 3A and minus C, 3A minus C. I have rubbed the A is equal to 2, 4, 3, 2, and this is B. And what is our next fourth one is AB. We need to multiply two matrices A and B. Let us check. A is a matrix 2 by 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 3, 2, which is of order 2 cross 2, and B is a matrix of order 1, 3, minus 2, 5, again 2 cross 2, and you get a resultant matrix of 2 by 2 only, because 2 into 2 multiplied by 2 into 2. So the resultant matrix will be always 2 by 2. Let us see, slowly we will do the multiplication of A and B. Consider, I will write it next to next so that it will be very easy for you to understand. 2, 4, 3, 2 and multiplied by 1, 3, minus 2, 5. Okay. There will be 4 elements. So, take the first row, multiply it with the first column of a B matrix. So 2 ones are 2 into 1 plus 4 into minus 2, 4 into minus 2. This is the first element of a matrix. Similarly, take the first row and overlap it on the second column of a matrix B. What do we get? 2 into 3 plus 4 into 5. Let's take the similar way, the second row of a matrix A, overlap it on the first column of B. What do we get? 3 into 1 plus 2 into minus 2. Here 3 into 3 plus 2 into 5. So what will be the resultant matrix? 2 ones are 2, 4 twos are minus 8, 2 minus 8. Here 2 threes are 6, 4 fives are 20, 6 plus 20, and here 3 ones are 3, 2 twos are minus 4, 3 minus 4, and here 3 threes are 9, 2 fives are 10. So the resultant matrix will be minus 6, 26, 3 minus 4 is minus 1, and 9 plus 10 is 19. So this is the resultant matrix of A and B. Let's take what is the last one what we are looking at. The fifth one is we need to multiply B and A. Again, B is a matrix of 2 by 2 and multiplying with A, which is of 2 by 2, and the resultant matrix BA will be 2 by 2. Let us take it BA, which is 1, 3, minus 2, 5. When it is multiplied with 2, 4, 3, 2, which is A. Same method follow. First row of a matrix A should be overlapped with the first column of the matrix B. So 1 into 2, 1 into 2 plus 3 into 3, and the second element overlap it with the second column 1 into 4 plus 3 into 2. Here minus 2 into minus 2, minus 2 into 2, minus 2 into 2 plus 5 into 3. Here minus 2 into 4 plus 5 into 2. What do we get? Resultant matrix is 1 2s are 1 2s are 2, 3 3s are 9, 2 plus 9. Here 1 4s are 4 plus 6. Here minus 4 plus 5 into 3 is 15. Here minus 8 plus 5 2s are 10. Therefore, the resultant matrix will be 9 plus 2 is 11, 10, minus 4 15 is 11, 8 minus 10 is 2. So, this is the matrix multiplication of B and A. I am trying to go very slow, hope it is easy to follow whatever I am writing on the board. Second question is compute the following. Compute the following. I will take one by one. The question number 1 is AB minus BA, AB minus BA should be added with the another matrix AB, AB and BA, BA, BA. So what is the resultant of this? The resultant matrix of these two matrices will be A plus A is 2A, B plus B is 2B, B plus minus B plus B is 0 and A plus A is 2A. This is the resultant matrix of two matrices. Let us see the second question, what it says. Let us consider the second question. The question is A square plus B square, A square plus B square and B square plus C square, B square plus C square, A square plus C square, A square plus C square and A square plus B square, A square plus B square should be multiplied with 2AB, sorry, should be added with 2AB, 2BC and minus 2AC and it is minus 2AB, minus 2AB. Let us take this problem, addition of two matrices. Resultant will be A square plus B square plus 2AB. Here B square plus C square plus 2BC. Here A square plus C square minus 2AC and here A square plus B square minus 2AB. We all know it's just an algebraic equation where this is constitute A plus B whole square and this will be B plus C whole square and this will be A plus C, A minus C whole square and this will be A minus B whole square. This is the resultant matrix when we perform the addition of two matrices. Let us go to the next question, what it says. Let me check the textbook. The third question, what do we have to do? Minus 1, 4, minus 6, minus 1, 4, minus 6 and 8, 5, 16 and it is 2, 8, 5, 2, 8, 5. It's a matrix of 3 by 3 order. Need to add it with another matrix which is 12, 7, 6, 12, 7, 6 and it is 8, 0, 5. 805 and 342, 3, 2, 4. Let us find directly, since you are already getting a grip on matrix, addition, matrix, addition of matrices. Let us take directly, put the resultant matrix in place. 1 minus 1 plus 12 is 11. 4 plus 7 is again 11. Minus 6 is 0. And 8 plus 8 is 16, 5 plus 0 is 5, 16 plus 5 is 21, 2 plus 3 is 5, 8 plus 2 is 10, and 5 plus 4 is 9. This is your resultant matrix of order same 3 by 3. Let's go to the next question. Let's go to the next question, which is fourth one. Trigonometric identities, cos squared x, sin squared x, then it is sin squared x, cos squared x, and cos squared x should be multiplied with sin square, cos square x, cos square x, sin square x. Yeah, correct. When we add these two matrices, what do we get? It's very simple. Cos square x plus sin squared x. Here it is sin squared x plus cos squared x. And sin squared x plus cos squared x, and cos squared x plus sin squared x. We all know the identity is 1. So, therefore, the resultant matrix is 1, 1, 1, 1 of order 2 cross 2. Let's look at the third main question, which says compute the indicated product. Let us see the first question. What is given? We need to compute the products A minus B, A minus B, A, B and A should be multiplied with another matrix A minus B, A minus B, and it is BA. Let's check the order of the matrix. It is 2 by 2 and it is 2 by 2. Hence, the resultant matrix will also be a 2 by 2. Let's see the solution. We are multiplying the product of the matrix. So, first row into first column, again first row into second column. So, this will be A into A plus B into B. Here, A into minus B plus B into A. Okay, here minus B into A plus minus A into B, and similarly the second row multiplied with the second column, minus B into minus B plus A into A. Let's see what is the product of the matrices, which is A square plus B square. Here it is minus AB plus AB, and here it is minus AB plus AB, and here it is minus into minus A square plus B square. Minus into minus is plus. So, these two get cancels. So, the resultant matrix is A square plus B square 0 and 0, A square plus B square, which is a diagonal matrix. Let's go to the second question. Let's go to the second question. Go to the second question. We have 1, 2, 3. A matrix should be multiplied with another matrix 2, 3, 4. See that this is, it has got 3 rows and a single column, and here we have got 1 row into 3 column. So the resultant matrix will be 3 by 3. Let's check the answer. Same, first row, first column, second row, second column, third row, third column. We'll see the entries. 1 into 2, 2, 1 into 3, 3, 1 into 4, 4. Second, 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8, and 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, and 3 4s are 12, which is a resultant matrix of order 3 by 3. Let's go to the third question and we'll see what is there. We'll go to the third question. What is given is 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2, and it is 2 3, 2 3 should be multiplied with 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and it is 2 3 1, 2 3 1. Here the order of the matrix, first matrix is 2 by 2 and the second matrix is 2 rows and 3 columns, 2 by 3. Hence the resultant will be 2 by 3. Right? Let us do the multiplication using the same principle. First row into first column, second column and third column. We get 1 into 1, 1 into 1 plus minus 2 into 2, and 1 into 2, 1 into 2 plus minus 2 into 3, and 1 into 3, 1 into 3 and minus 2 into 1. This is the entries of the first row. Similarly, second row, 2 into 1 plus 3 into 2, 2 into 2 plus 3 into 3, and 2 into 3 plus 3 into 1. We'll simplify this. We'll see what is the answer. 1 into 1 is 1, 1 minus 4 is minus 3, 2 minus 6 is minus 4, and 3 minus 2 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1, 2 and 6 is 8, and 4 into 9 is 13, and 6 into 3 is 9. This is the resultant matrix when we do the product. Let's go to the fourth question and we'll see fourth sub question. So we'll see what is given and we'll solve the same. It is a 3 by 3 matrix. Fourth one is a 3 by 3 matrix. Let us write the matrix. 2 3 4, 2 3 4, 3 4 5, 3 4 5, 4 5 6. This is a matrix of order 3 by 3 should be multiplied with another matrix of order 3 by 3, 1 minus 3, 5, and it is 0 2 4, 0 2 4, and 3 0 5, 3 0 5. It is 3 by 3 and it is also 3 by 3, and the resultant matrix will also be 3 by 3. Right? Let's do same method. First column into first row into first column, second column and third column. We'll see what is the resultant. 2 into 1 plus 3 into 0 plus 4 into 3. Next 2 into minus 3 plus 3 into 2 plus 4 into 0. And third one 2 into 5 plus 3 into 4 plus 4 into 5. And the second row entries are 3 into 1 plus 4 into 0 plus 5 into 3. Here 3 into minus 3 plus 4 into 2 plus 5 into 0, and then 3 into 5 plus 4 into 4 plus and 5 into 5. And we will come to the third row. We will do the same method here. 4 into 1 plus 5 into 0 plus 6 into 3. Here 4 into minus 3 plus 5 into 2 plus 6 into 0. And the final row 4 into 5 plus 5 into 4 plus 6 into 5. Let us simplify this and we will see what is the resultant matrix. 2 ones are 2, 4 threes are 12, 12 plus 2 is 14, minus 6, 3 twos are 6, and this is 0. And here 2 fives are 10, 3 fours are 12, 12 plus 10 is 22, 22 plus 4 fives are 20, 42. And here 3 ones are 3, 5 threes are 15, which is 18. Here minus 9 plus 8, which is minus 1. And here 15 plus 4 fours are 16 plus 25. 15, 16, 25. It is 10, 16, 1, 4, 5, 56. And here it is 4 plus 18, 6 threes are 18, 18 plus 4, 22. Here it is 4 threes are 12, 5 twos are 10, which is minus 2. And here it is 4 fives are 20, 5 fours are 20, and 6 fives are 30. So it is 70. This is the resultant matrix of two matrices, product of two matrices. Let us check what is the fifth one, fifth problem, what it is given. It is 2 1 3 2, 2 1 3 2 and minus 1 1 should be multiplied with 101 101 and minus 1 2 1. You see there are 3 rows and 2 columns. Here there are 2 rows and 3 columns. So the resultant matrix will be 3 by 3. Let us see what do we get. So again first row. So 2 into 1 plus minus 1 into 1. Next 2 into 0 plus 1 into 2. Then 2 into 1 plus 1 into 1. 3 into 1 plus 2 into minus 1. Right? Here 3 into 0 plus 2 into 2. 3 into 1 plus 2 into 1. Here again minus 1 into 1 plus 1 into minus 1 and minus 1 into 0 plus 1 into 2 and the final one is minus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1. Let us find out the resultant matrix. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 1 and 1 is 3, and 3 into 1 minus 2 is 1, 3 into 0, 2 plus 2, 4, 3 into 1, 2 into 1 is 5, 1 minus 1 and minus 1 is minus 2, and minus 1, sorry, 1 into 2 is 2, minus 1 and plus 1 is 0. This is the resultant matrix for the problem number 5. Let's go to the sixth question and we'll check what is there. We are given 3, minus 1, 3 and the minus 1, 0, 2 should be multiplied with 2, 3, 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3, 1, 0, 1, 0 and 3, 1, 3, 1. See, this matrix has got 2 rows and 3 column, and this has got 3 rows and 2 column. Hence, the resultant matrix will be 2 by 2. Let us see multiplying this. Same, first row into first column, 3 into 2 plus minus 1 into 1 plus 3 into 3. Next is 3 into minus 3 plus minus 1 into 0 plus 3 into 1. Similarly, we will do with second row, minus 1 into 2 plus 0 into 1 plus 2 into 3. Here minus 1 into minus 3 plus 0 into 0 plus 2 into 1. So, let us simplify this. We will see what do we get. 3 by 2 is 6, 6 minus 1 is 5, 5 plus 9 is 14. 14. Here minus 9 plus 3 is minus 6. Here minus 2 plus 6 is 4, and here it is plus 3 plus 2 is 5. This is the resultant matrix. Let's go to the main question again, number 4. Maybe I will start from here, 4. So, we are given 3 matrix A, which is equal to 1, 2, minus 3, 1, 2, minus 3 and 5, 0, 2, 5, 0, 2 and minus 1, minus 1, 1. And B is a matrix of order 3 by 3, 3 minus 1, 2, 3 minus 1, 2 and 4, 2, 5, 4, 2, 5 and 2, 0, 3, 2, 0, 3. And C is another matrix of order 3 by 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2 and 0, 3, 2, 0, 3, 2. And another one is 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2, 3. Here we need to find out A plus B, right, and also B minus C, and then we need to verify the associative law, which is A plus B plus C should be equal to B plus A plus B minus C, A plus B minus of C, right? No, B minus C, A plus B minus C. Let us check this. Let us find out A plus B. A plus B is Just add the elements which are present in A and B. 1 plus 3 is 4, 2 plus minus 1 is 1, minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1, 5 plus 4 is 9, and 0 plus 2 is 2, 2 plus 5 is 7, and 1 plus 2 is 3, minus 1 and 4. This is our A plus B. What do we require? B minus C. B minus C. Let us check. Subtract B and C. 3 minus of 4 is 1, minus 1. Minus 1 minus of minus 1 is 2, minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. 4 minus 0 is 0. Sorry, 4. 4. 2 minus of 3 is minus 1. 5 minus of 2 is 3. And 2 minus of 1 is 1. 0 minus of minus 2 is plus 2. And 3 minus 3 is 0. Now we have got A plus B and B minus C. Let us prove this. LHS left hand side is equal to A plus B minus C, which is A we know what it is, 1, 2, minus 3 and 5, 0, 2, 1, minus 1, 1 plus B minus C is minus 1, minus 2, 0, 4, minus 1, 3, 1, 2, 0. Let us see the resultant of this matrix. When we add 1 minus plus of minus 1 is 0, 2 plus of minus 2 is 0, minus 3 and here 5 plus of 4, 5 plus of 4 is 9 and 0 plus of minus 1 is minus 1, 2 plus of 3 is 5 and 1 plus 1 is 2, minus 1. Okay. Now we will check the RHS, because we need to get the same answer, which is A plus B should be subtracted with C. So A plus B is here. I will write it down. 4, 1, minus 1, 9, 2, 7, 3, minus 1, 4, right? 4 should be subtracted with C is 4, 1, 2, 0, 3, 2, 1, minus 2, minus 2 and 3. Let us see the answer. What do we get? Minus 2 here, which is equal to 4 minus 4 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, minus 1 minus of minus 2 is minus 3, 9 is 9, minus 1 and it is 5, 2, 1, 1. So, going through this, it is very clear we are proving the associative law and it is actually LHS is equal to RHS. Let us find what is there in the fifth problem of our exercise 3.2. He has given two matrices A and B and we need to compute 3A minus 5B. Please see that there is a scalar multiplication of a matrix to a matrix A and there is also a scalar multiplication of matrix B by 5, a constant. So, let us take directly what is the resultant matrix look like, 5B. I will go here and I will write 3A. 3A will be when you are multiplying and taking 3 into this matrix, you are multiplying each and every element of a matrix A by 3. So, when you are multiplying, this will become 2, 1 by 3, 5, 1, 2, 4 and it is 7, 2 by 3 and it is 2. And similarly, when I am taking 5 into this matrix, multiplying scalar quantity 5 to every element of a matrix B, then what do we get? We get 2 here, 3 here, 1 by 5 here, 1 here, 2 here, 4, and it is 7, 6 and 2. Now it is very easy to compute 3a minus 5b. We will go directly subtract every element associated with 2 minus 2 is 0, 1 minus 3 minus of 3, 1 minus 3 I will write here 1 minus 3, 1 by 3 minus of 3, 3 is the LCM. So it is 1 minus 3 which is minus 2 by 3, minus 2 by 3, minus 2 by 3, 5 minus 1 by 5, similarly 5 minus 1 by 5, 5 is the LCM, 5 5s are 25 minus 1 which is 24 by 5, 24 by 5, and 1 minus 1 is 0, 2 minus 2 is 0, 4 minus 4 is 0, 7 minus 7 is 0, 2 by 3 minus 6, 2 by 3 minus 3, 3 is the LCM, 2 minus 1 3, 6 3s are 18 which is minus 16 by 3, sorry 3 minus 16 by 3, and 2 minus 2 is 0. This is the resultant matrix, and which is an answer for the question number 5. Right? We have here scalar multiplication and also a subtraction of two matrices. Let's move on to the question number 6 in the exercise 3.2. What it says, let's check. And we have given again two matrix. We need to multiply it by scalar quantity which is cos theta multiplied with cos theta sin theta, cos theta sin theta, similar to one problem we have already done, which is minus sin theta into cos theta plus, again there is a scalar quantity which is outside, sin theta to be multiplied, sin theta to be multiplied to cos sin theta minus cos theta, cos theta sin theta, cos theta sin theta. Let's take cos theta into the matrix, first matrix, and take sin theta into the second matrix. This will become cos square theta, cos theta into sin theta, which is minus sin theta into cos theta. Here it is cos square theta, should be added with sin square theta. I am taking sin theta inside, minus cos theta sin theta, and sin theta cos theta, and sin square theta. When you add, it will be like, sin square, cos square theta plus sin square theta. Here what happens? Cos theta sin theta minus cos theta sin theta. Here what happens? Minus sin theta cos theta plus with sin theta cos theta, and here it is cos square theta plus sin square theta. This is, value of this is 1 and these two get cancels. So your resultant matrix is an identity matrix which is 0 1. Right? This is the problem number 6.